He has his sights set on raising the $1 million he needs to tell his story.
Man, that really is an atrocious haircut, huh?
With the long-haired one?
That's one of the
He really
worst.
does look like Auntie Corey.
It does. He looks like he's got like a fucking bob. Like, what are you doing? Like, he looks like a substitute teacher.
I did want to back up this older interview that I think is worth covering. What's apt about it, I know we talked about the monster truck story not that long ago. Here's another news story where he gets into the monster truck attempt on his life.
Corey Feldman was a child superstar of the 1980s who says child abuse rings operate in the entertainment industry.
I like to think of myself more as a child slave. I began my career at 3. I was abused in my home life, and I was forced to, basically be locked in a room all day learning songs, learning scripts, whatever. And I wasn't allowed to play, I wasn't allowed to eat, I wasn't allowed to do anything until I learned those things that I had to learn for whatever audition.
It's so funny they use the one that's not from 4, it's from 5.
Yeah, and when he's only in it for like 2 minutes or something, right?
Because he was literally like filming the Goonies, I think. So like they filmed it in his backyard. He has a framed autograph of that.
Yeah, he had it in the Streamily that we watched.
And like he literally filmed in his backyard so they could eliminate him from the movie.
And that was my life. That's all I remember.
But as many child stars have claimed, he never had access to the money.
There's only $40,000 left. Now, if you've got parents that are already not responsible enough to care about how many hours the kids got to work, what makes you think they're going to do the right thing when it
that's
comes?
$9 billion.
Yeah, exactly. You could buy 3 homes in Wyoming with that.
You're liquid, my dude.
I get it. It's fucked up that his parents took his money. But like I've mentioned on this show many times, if I ever had a child that was an actor, I'm taking all that shit.
Oh yeah, give me that shit.
Like you're paying you're paying what you owe. You got to pay for this room and board, bro. What do you think?
Yeah.
We're driving you to auditions and shit.
My crotch goblin's gonna fucking do sing and dance.
Yeah, if you don't like it, go get a fucking paper route. You can keep that money.
And also, we're taking the paper route money.
But also, yeah, we need half.
Yeah, what the hell? Yeah,
I must wet my beak.
I dare say I bought that fucking bike for you, so that I already owed 60% of that.
Getting the money. So they don't put the money aside for the kid. They spend it all up. So then the kid turns 18 and says, okay, now I can go live my life, if there was a life to live, where I'm not going to be tortured and harassed for being a failure.
See, now he brings this up a lot, dude. We've heard him mention this many times. And on one hand, I get what he's saying. I've actually thought about this since I was a kid. I would think about actors that were popular when I was younger and then weren't popular anymore. And I try to imagine, what is that like if you try to go back into the real world? I'm sure it's very rough. But he's acting like there's no chance at all. Because, I mean, who's that guy? It was like the guy from the Cosby Show or whatever that was working at like Chick-fil-A or
he was
Panera Bread or something like that.
Or a grocery store or something.
It was something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe Trader Joe's
Yeah,
or
like
something.
the boyfriend guy.
And I get it. It's kind of wild because you're like, holy shit. But then people also will respect that on a certain level as well.
And there's a lot of times where Goonies adjacent Chunk left the industry to do something else because he made his money and did something with it. Now, Corey's saying, I didn't get to use that money to do anything.
Well, no, like, let me play it real quick for you, Mike, because you kind of missed what he said. He basically makes it seem like there would have been no chance outside of just once you're an actor.
Okay, now I can go live my life, if there was a life to live, where I'm not going to be tortured and harassed for being a failure.
So, which is so wild when you think about how he lives his life now.
Yeah.
So it's like
he's nothing but tortured and harassed.
It's a self-fulfilling prophecy in a weird way.
Yeah, I guess, I mean, him saying that tracks in the way that he views everything, though, because he can't view himself as anything other than like transcendent, awesome guy.
Yeah.
And anything to the contrary is the worst. So that is how he'd view life, I guess, is if I'm not a successful guy, what am I? I'm being harassed by everyone for saying I'm a failure.
So this big golden balloon that should be waiting for them has been popped. That's what happened with it.
Whoa, shit. Australia TV, let's go.
What the fuck? Gunshot, black and white? Whoa.
Time to pop a balloon.
Yeah, 25 balloons to be exact.
And 2 years later, I was arrested for doing 25 balloons of heroin a day.
I get an awe from the audience, meaning that's a lot.
But yeah, people transition all the time. I mean, I'm not saying it's the easiest thing in the world. I bet it's awkward, but like fucking get over it. If the worst thing that happens is something's kind of awkward, like guess what?
Yeah.
People that are just in that life all the time deal with that exact same thing.
Exactly.
And it's manageable. Bro.
I understand it sucks, but yeah, it's in the same. Obviously, this is a smaller scale, but it's similar to being the fucking football star in high school, and then you run into someone in your bagging groceries or whatever the fuck.
Or
and
like,
it's like
Corey's mother denies all.
I don't know if I've ever seen his mom before.
Yeah, me neither.
It's weird to think like they're still alive. Maybe?
Yeah, it's weird because we do just assume. I mean, I guess I understand she's not in his life.
Corey went to school like any normal kid, but as his fame grew in Hollywood, his popularity in the playground took a nosedive.
Because I had to be picked up early from school all the time, kids thought that I felt that I must be special. And so they wanted to beat me up. They wanted to put me in my place. They wanted to show me that I was no better than them.
But I showed them that rock and roll rules this high school.
And not to be, I mean, obviously I don't know Corey, but you know that I know Corey. You know, I do a show every week. I know Corey.
We know him damn near as well as
Real
he knows
eyes.
himself.
I'd put dollars to donuts, Mike.
Oh, wow.
Slow down.
Jim's putting his money where his mouth is, you guys.
I'd put dollars to donuts that he did think he was better than everyone at his school. Even a young kid, Corey.
One, he definitely thought he was better than everybody.
Yeah.
Two, he was probably always mouthing off, and he's way shorter than everybody.
Yeah.
So he's super easy to bully. So short little yuts.
Yeah, you're a little yutz.
He's just a short little yuts.
Yeah, imagine being a 15-year-old and you're surrounded by this little 4'8" guy doing this fucking
Yeah. Constantly doing this.
yeah, you're shoving him in a locker.
I would come home from school getting beat up at school because kids didn't relate to me. And I would
The
collapse.
stock
and I would
footage of
say,
a
"God,
sad
why-
kid.
Hey, why am I here? Why am I here? Please just let me die. Please let me die.
It's kind of funny.
little dramatic.
Like it's
don't you think?
dramatic. If it's real, it's sad, but it's also kind of funny if he's like 11 years old and he's like, God, why?
God, I'm begging for you to kill me. Kill this poor 11-year-old yutz.
Strike me down by lightning, God. Strike me down.
Jesus Christ, shut the fuck up.
What is the damn purpose? I wanted to die every day.
Look, dude, and they have the balls to have Dominic Broskia in this clip
Ooh,
here.
his best friend.
There he is.
Disgusting.
Yeah, his best rapist friend right there.
It wasn't long before these dark times began to induce thoughts of self-harm.
First of all, tried to kill myself at 11 years old. I swallowed a bottle of aspirin. After I woke up vomiting.
whole bottle,
my
not
grandma
even
said, "What's
open?"
wrong?" 'Cause she was a
He just the bottle itself.
It was an empty bottle. It almost killed me.
loving woman. I always have respect for her. She said, "What's your appendix? Is your appendix?" I
Are
said,
we
"Sure,
wrong?
whatever."
Because he's like, I tried to kill ourselves, and we're like,
Well, the thing
It's
is,
because I think he's lying.
yeah, no. It's what
If
I
I
was
thought
gonna say.
he was honest, then I wouldn't be laughing, but I don't think he's being
okay,
honest.
so we're not wrong. Good.
Yeah.
No, we're not wrong. I mean, obviously, the reality of the situation, if he really did that, that is sad. If you want to if you want to take the fun out of it, Jeff.
Sorry,
Jeff, the fun police.
If you want to take this gospel pop hit and turn it into a vampire's ballad, I guess.
But we also kind of do know that he's one to embellish quite a bit.
Yes.
But hold on, you got to hear what he's talking about here because he always has praise for his grandmother, which is good. That's nice to hear. This is where he mentions what happened after he swallowed all the aspirin, what he did.
She said, "What's your appendix? Is your appendix?" I said, "Sure, whatever. Just get me to the hospital." You know, I didn't want to tell her I swallowed a bottle of aspirin. The dumb doctors at the hospital, nobody did any real research. They just took the kid's word, and they cut me open. And I had my appendix removed that day.
Isn't that so funny?
There's no way that's true.
Isn't it so? He tried to kill himself, and they're like, "What's wrong?" My appendix. All right, zip. Let's go.
Yeah, let's pop it in. They have like a trash can with like a hoop on it. Go.
And the way that plays out in the biopic is just the freeze frame. Here's me.
Yeah.
I bet you're wondering how I got my appendix out.
Yeah, he's laying on a recovery table.
After that, a year later, I went and got my grandfather's gun that he kept in the chest of drawer, and I put it under my own bed. I had it loaded. And I would literally put it to my temple.
He's
I
told
would
this
cock
story
it.
before,
It was
right?
loaded.
We heard this on something. Maybe it was.
Yeah.
I don't think it was the documentary. Maybe it was. We definitely heard this on something.
Because it
though.
sounds fake.
Yeah.
I would squeeze as hard as I could, but I just couldn't do it. And then I would throw it on the floor and I would scream at God and say, you, how dare you?
Do it, pussy.
I love he has multiple stories where he's yelling at God.
I bet you won't, bitch.
Yeah.
I bet you won't.
God and say, you, how dare you?
Good times coming, though.
Corey eventually found a way to move on with his life.
Corey
Today,
eventually
he's a
made the best
musician
song of all time.
and was on tour with his band when the Harvey Weinstein story broke just a few months ago.
Here we
really
go.
Fucked his shit up.
Now, we've heard this a ton of times. He does, to his credit, he tells the story the same way, but it's because he always gets so excited about all the followers he got when the Me Too movement happened. He couldn't believe that he got 30,000 followers like overnight.
The Me Too movement that he hates.
Yeah, that he now hates and thinks it's a sham.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a sham.
The Harvey Weinstein scandal broke. During that period of time, everybody started coming to me on my social media saying, look at what's happening. Now's the time. You should come forward and name names. And people out of nowhere started following me. And all of them repeating like a mantra. Now's the time. Name names. Why don't you name names? When are you going to do this? Now or never. Da 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 da. Pushing me. And I'm going like this. I'm on Corey's Heavenly Tour. We're succeeding. We're doing great. We've got
which,
sold
by the
out
way, my
audience.
big complaint with this is that it's always the same reason he gives. And it's like, hey, you should name names. You should name names. And it's like,
I'm busy.
let's pretend. Let's take
It's bizarre that he thinks that he should tell this story, by the way. But yeah.
So let's take that. Let's pretend that what he says makes sense. And it's like, hey, I've got other shit going on. What about every second before the thing you claim you're busy doing right now? Why didn't
Also,
you do it before?
literally, you're not busy. You could easily just
But
name
I'm saying
names.
pretend he is busy.
This would
When
make
are
you
you
so
not busy?
famous again.
Which we know he wasn't always that busy.
And also, my problem with this is how would he have the heavenly tour when he's constantly yelling at God, asking to die, and saying "fuck you"?
I've got the answer. You know, we took the necklaces from him. He's trying to take all
he's
that
trying to
angelic
own it.
angel
All
heaven
right.
stuff from God and be like, it's mine now, God.
I'm taking it back. I'm taking them all back.
I'm taking it back, Lord.
He says, I don't have time for all that. Wasn't my will. It wasn't my intention. But it couldn't be avoided.
They love this
Once
stuff.
again, Corey's past was thrust into the spotlight. But this time, ignorance and disinterest were replaced by threats of violence if he spoke out.
I'm very
Loved his
afraid
Hawaiian
to do
tribal
this.
tattoo
It's not
there.
easy. I've been living in fear and been living with this my entire life. I was holed up in a hotel room in Texas, completely in fear, didn't move for 3 days, scared for my life. My wife was scared for her life. We made that first video, and 24 hours later, we got a call from the Today Show like superheroes. They said, we're gonna save you. I get to the Today Show, and the guy to interview me is Matt Lauer.
Is Dracula.
And Matt Lauer
Close.
basically
I mean, it had to have been a great victory when, like, less than 2 weeks later, Matt Lauer gets fucking buried with his own scandal.
Discredited to every capacity.
Yeah. It,
does everything he can to discredit me and sits there and basically shames me for the fact that I'm fighting this fight.
In all fairness, though, we've been down this road before with you, and you have promised in the past to name names.
Never.
In your book, you said when you were talking about your book, you said you were going to blow the lid
And
off.
this is
of
why
this.
I'm doing this, because when I
No,
wrote my
Lauer's
book, the
just
publisher...
saying what I said.
I was going to say, Matt Lauer, you know, he might be a monster, but he was really just posting Corey up on his bullshit.
He's prevented me from writing the names
Well, that's
down.
what I meant by
They
we were
made me
down this
change the
road
names.
before.
Yeah. And just a month and a half later, karma comes back, bites him in the ass.
Dear colleagues, on Monday night, we received a detailed complaint from a colleague about inappropriate...
This was such a terrible thing to happen as far as Corey's concerned because it emboldened him in just his lies and bullshit.
yeah, good thing I didn't expose my rapist.
God, did you do that for me? Are we boys again?
Sexual behavior in the workplace by Matt Lauer. It represented, after serious review, a clear violation of our company's standards. As a result, we have decided to terminate his employment.
Bomb.
Soon after the NBC interview went to air, Corey claims an attempt was made on his life.
Texas Chainsaw
He
Noise.
says aimed at stopping the making of the film.
Here we go.
And exposing those responsible for the Hollywood pedophile ring.
These two trucks, which were completely parallel with each other, coming the same direction.
Merch.com.
They both were monster.
Come on, merch.jimmythem.com.
My bad. Merch.jimmythem.com.
They both were monster trucks. I don't know if you have monster trucks in Australia. But
We're aware of.
We
do.
walking through the crop.
They're just our trucks. They've been taken over by all sorts of creatures, and they crawl around.
We
and
call
look like
them-
a car and they eat you.
We call them spooky utes.
Let's walk, and we see them, and it's at that point where they should have slowed down, where instead they didn't slow down. They both at the same time hit their accelerators. We're talking 80 miles an hour.
Dude, I love they added the fucking. I didn't add this. This is something I would add.
Yeah, it does.
They just threw in the good old fucking B-roll of actual monster trucks.
Young Jim interned at this news studio.
Footage of Terry Funk's car from Roadhouse.
We're talking 80 miles an hour. We were at the white line part in between the two lanes. My security puts his arm around my waist.
Two monster
somehow
trucks did 80 miles an hour down the street. No replica.
Wait, this is a different version, though. He's saying his security was there and helped him.
Yeah,
his
before
other
it was
version was a
him-
ghost and his Matrix instinct.
Yeah, like God grabbed him. But hold
Yeah.
on, let this play because there's some stuff here.
My waist, and somehow we, in synchronicity, move our bodies left, right, and left, and then jump.
Hold on. And he's still doing the move.
You're welcome, everybody.
Yeah.
This is why you come here for us. Hey, you want more stuff like that? You got to go to the Tale of the Cocoa Buns video on the Instagram and comment because you're gonna want to see more stuff like that from Jim in person.
I'm just saying, man. He learned that move that day, and man, he's still using it today, and it's still a killer move.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
He pulled out his Matador's cape and he was like, what? What?
Now, can you name the track in the background there?
Oh yeah, that's a games to play
That's
or
haunted.
whatever.
It's haunted. Yeah,
Fuck.
it's haunted.
Shit.
Don't worry, I know. I'm a sicko.
It's like the Matrix.
Like the Matrix.
They even own him.
I thought you did this.
No,
but
no,
didn't.
they added
People
this
had the
part.
intention of killing somebody that day.
The Matrix would be so much cooler
Whether
if
they
that's
knew
what
it
they
was
did.
Corey Feldman.
Yeah, if they were just doing his fucking shoulder dance.
Wow.
And crossing the street or not, that I could never know.
But even here he admits, now he's like, well, they may not have known that I was Corey Feldman, but they were definitely trying to kill me. No matter what.
But the thing is,
but at least that's, weirdly enough, that's a little bit more sane than he is now.
But the part of the story we're questioning isn't, yeah, they were there to kill someone, but not you, Corey. The part of the story we question is that it even happened at all.
True, but also I think it's still a little bit more unhinged. At least he's got a little bit more of a grasp where he's like, you know what? Maybe it was just a weird coincidence that I was in the fucking street and almost got hit by a car, rather than it was a coordinated thing by Jim and them. Because at this point,
That's true.
In present day, cut to present day, he's put this on us.
Yeah, he accuses us of being the
Yes.
drivers of the monster trucks.
Feldman stated that Michelet is a part of a, quote, terror group. He's part of a terror group.
Oh my God.
I don't
He
want to
has-
alarm or have him trespassed. He's part of a terror group.
He has stolen money from him via PayPal.
Sure.
And in 2020 tried to run over him in Dallas.
Wait.
Yes. Can you believe how the gold we're being given right
He
now?
thinks that we were in the monster trucks?
Exactly.
Of killing somebody that day. Whether they knew it was Corey Feldman crossing the street or not, that I could never know. But what I can tell you is they made no effort to stop, made no effort to slow down. They didn't even honk their horns. And after they passed us, they didn't slow down to see if we were all right. They just kept driving. So for all they knew, they could have tagged us and we could be, bloody on the side of the road.
Then his office.
It's so funny because so many commenters too have just pointed out, like, again, say we take it at face value, say it did happen.
Sure.
He mentions he's in Texas, there's probably plenty of people that just drive big trucks in Texas. They probably and by his own admission, he's in the middle of the fucking street.
Right. Did he have the right of way? Yeah, he definitely didn't press the button.
It's just two good old boys having a drag race.
Yeah, they didn't see this little midget walking around on the street. They're just driving in their nice big Texas trucks, dude.
Yeah.
Little did they know those guys set like a pebble on a smooth lake, sent ripples through time, where now we have been blamed for their drag race they had in the middle of Houston.
I don't look at the ground for ants every step I take. No, I am a man.
I'm
Could
fighting.
be, bloody on the side of the road.
I'm fighting.
Then, his office started receiving death threats.
I was specifically told by a member of my management team that they had received a call that somebody who knew contractors in the United States had heard my name come across the board that a contract had been put out on me.
Wait, like it's John Wick?
Yes.
What does he think contractors are?
Yeah.
Heard my name come across the board that a contract had been put out on me.
Man, it's
Damn,
wild to say that out loud.
He got greenlit, bro. He got greenlit. The Mexican cartel was going to come after him.
Yeah.
This is not just about making a movie, it's about making a stand. It's about standing up. And the biggest disappointment for me is that really nobody from the Hollywood community has said, we're going to stand with you.
Now, I do love going back to this era because we have the gift of hindsight where we've seen the movie at this point.
Right.
It must be awesome when you're pre-movie, Corey, because it could be anything you want. You could just talk about how great it is, all this play up all the names. Oh my God, it's going to rock Hollywood.
It will change things because it is all the things you promise it will be.
It's just then when it comes time to deliver, that must have been the roughest for him because like, oh, fuck.
Well, and then he's tried to bury it. Like he doesn't want anyone to talk about it. He doesn't want to think about it. Anytime it gets brought up, it's like move on.
To his credit, there's a clip in this interview that's coming up where he does say, once I make the movie, I'm not going to talk about this again. And I'm like, holy shit, what a weird happy accident. I don't think he means it in the way that it worked out where the movie doesn't even exist anymore. But like for once, Corey called his shot and he nailed it.
Like that statement makes sense if you can just go watch the movie. Go watch the movie. I've said what I need to say there. But when the movie is inaccessible in anywhere other than our YouTube, you can't say just go watch the movie.
Yeah.
Nobody from the Hollywood community has said, we're going to stand with you. The only way that I can be helpful is to tell my story without any barriers put upon me. And the only way to do that, since I've already tried doing it through a book and the publishers wouldn't have it, the only way to get the true story out is through a film.
It's amazing. It's amazing, and it's also why we love him.
Yeah.
Is that every moment is about building up the next thing. And once the next thing comes out, it's excuses on why that didn't work out. Yeah. Because I'm sure when he was building up for the book, he was like, I mean, Matt Lauer just said it. The book's going to come out. I'm going to name names. It's going to crack Hollywood wide open. And then it's like, the publishers, they didn't let me do it. Now it's the movie. When the movie comes out, this is what it's all about. And then they hacked my movie. They took it away. They stole it.
It's the only way I can not get sued and not get shot.
For now, Corey has his sights set on raising the
friend of the show, Courtney.
Yeah, the good old days of Courtney and long black hair, Corey.
Yeah, Stinky Skrillex Corey. It's me, Stinky Skrillex.
Hey.
Hey, nice to meet you, Stinky Skrillex Corey.
I wish I knew a Skrillex song. I wish I could reference a Skrillex song right now.
Just say wub, 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 Jim.
Yeah, you can go, oh my God.
Corey has his sights set on raising the $1 million he needs to tell his story.
So it's very important.
That really is an atrocious haircut, huh?
The long-haired one?
That's one of the
He really
worst.
does look like Auntie Corey.
It does. He look like he's got like a fucking bob. Like, what are you doing? Like, he looks like a substitute teacher.
It is like transition Corey.
Yeah, it's a wild fucking haircut, man.
Sights set on raising the $1
Look
million.
at that, dude.
Yeah, it's terrible.
He looks like Lucille Bluth.
It's so bad, dude. Although I think I'd take it over the blonde spikes. Maybe not.
You're crazy.
blonde spikes
You're
are
insane.
goated.
I hated blonde spikes when they first came out, though.
I like when he lets it grow out a little bit so you see his roots. Kind of fire.
I like I like when he's got the long black hair, but it's just pulled back in a bun or whatever. Give me the bun, Corey. Where's the bun? Cocoa buns.
Give me the bun.
For now, Corey has his sights set on raising the $1 million he needs to tell his story.
So it's very
$1
important to me that people understand. I'm doing this for maximum exposure. We want to get as much truth out in this amount.
I love that, by the way. I'm doing this for maximum exposure. That doesn't sound great. That's not like a noble thing.
He's doing it for Max X, my favorite UPN show. Is like, I guess they shouldn't have done that monster truck. Shout out Max X.
We want to get as much truth out in this amount of time that we can. But once this is done, and once we've got the money for the film, I'm not going to continue talking about it because there's no point in it.
Yeah,
People
see, there
must-
it goes. He called his shot right there.
That only works if he's allowed to let the art speak for him, and he's not letting that.
Done, and once we've got the money for the film, I'm not going to continue talking about it because there's no point in it. People must remember that they've got to tune in to whatever it is that they consider their higher power and ask within themselves, what is this man really trying to achieve? I didn't need the fame. I didn't need the success. And if anything, I sabotaged my own career to do this. What's the upside?
But
what?
How did he sabotage his career when he already said his career was over as soon as he turned 18?
That's classic Corey. He thinks he's the best, so he needs to be a martyr, or else he's not cool for doing the thing he's doing.
I think that's the end of this interview, though. Let me see. Yeah, no, that's that. So yeah, I like looking every now and then. We got to take a look back. We got to see the prequel. We got to see. We got to learn our history to see where we got. To see how we got where we are.
It's time to look at Corey's Twitter.
Actually, you know what? I had a question for Jeff on this one because this is an old post.
Okay.
Him promoting the Stand By Me. Or actually, this is a new post, but he's promoting an old event that was announced a while ago. It's coming up. They're doing Stand By Me reunions next year. They did Goonies reunions last year. This year's been fantastic for hashtag Goonies fans with so many reunions. Next year, we'll carry that tradition forward with movie screenings, but not just the Goonies, because next year is also the 40th anniversary of Stand By Me. We're doing it live also.
We'll do it live.
And then Stroke Daddy says, Cocoa Buns the Heb. And then he says, oh, anti-Semitic to add to the list? Figures. So is that do you think Corey's going to try to make Cocoa Buns into an anti-Semitic, like we're saying it in an anti-Semitic way?
Of course he will. Didn't he do a typo once? Heb, it was supposed to be something else.
I just remember Got Hard. All I can think of is hashtag
That's
Got
probably
Hard.
what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Never mind. Yeah, I was thinking of Gothard.
I like you asking me, like, how can we make this anti-Semitic? And I'm Batman, like, oh,
Yeah, no, I was like, let's see, Jeff, the expert.
We'll figure it out.
Is this a secret anti-Semitic thing I'm not picking up?
I'll look into it. I'll figure it out. But I think he means that he thinks he's. I don't know what this guy meant.
Yeah,
I think
Cocoa
Stroke
Buns the
Daddy
Heb.
is having
Yeah, what did Stroke Daddy X
the
mean?
hottest.
In my heart of hearts, I'm hoping that he's going to try to turn us saying Cocoa Buns as a goofy inside joke into an anti-Semitic thing.
I wouldn't be shocked.
And then going back to his Ghislaine post and his talk about how
Baba Wawa.
Yeah, Baba Wawa and Hollywood wants to defend Charlie Sheen. Like an obvious bot posts this screenshot of a tweet that's like someone saying, what inspired you to use the name Angelic to the core? It's quite unique. And what's the thought behind it? From Corey Feldman. Achieving their creative goals so they could be controlled and used for their looks and bodies. That's why they wear lingerie. And he's like, that's fake. I never would have said that. You guys are something. Because you know he thinks that it's us somehow.
Dude,
that's not even us. We don't know what that is.
I know we've said versions of this, but I love that he thinks we show up, clock in, sit behind a computer and pretend to be thousands of different people. And then after 8 hours, it's like, well, call it a day. I'm
We'll check in tomorrow.
Excuse me, Mr. Dark Overlord, can I have my money? I did my 8 hours. And he's like, here you go, son.
There was a lot of HDM stuff this week, but HDM actually deleted either by choice or maybe her tweets got reported because she had to delete a bunch of her tweets.
Yeah,
Damn.
She's a psycho who deserves
She's a psycho.
zero seconds of being
she's so
thought about
desperate
or talked about.
She's so desperate for us to talk about.
Oh
her.
yeah, it's rent free, bro.
Yeah, and if you and HDM,
I forget she exists regularly, and but we live in her brain 24/7.
And for people that don't know, that's like Corey's lapdog. But if you want us to talk about you, record your podcast because we will gladly review it. We've got almost 2 decades of experience here. We can teach you a thing or two. Record your podcast. We'll listen to it. We'll give you on. You know, we're the fairest podcast.
Yeah.
We haven't hit that enough recently, but this is the fairest podcast in the game. We'll give you a fair shake. We'll listen to your podcast. We'll give you your flowers if you deserve it.